What's up guys, CS20 Here. Hope you're doing well. In today's video we're gonna build the S63 BMW engine. To be honest, this is one of my favorite BMW engines ever created, not to take away from the N or S62, which is the previous generation E92 M3 V8 4 liter. And speaking of 4 liter, this is also a 4 liter displacement engine, so I'm keeping it there. I know this isn't really on par with the S63 engine, but in China and places like that, they produce still the 4 liter engine. So I'm working with that displacement. It still stays in S63. So getting off track, the reason I love BMW engines so much is the B58, for example, the German 2JZ. I'm saying it here, that thing is a lot better than the 2JZ. It runs a lot cleaner and you can make more power with it. In somewhat of stock form, of course. Of course, if you go the route of building it and doing all that, the 2J might be better, but I'm rambling about the 2J now. Anyways, this engine is pretty special because it has a little thing called a hot V center section where the cylinder heads are really flipped, if you really think about it. Your inlet's on the bottom instead of the top, and your exhaust is instead of the bottom, it's on the top. Where your turbos are, that's why it's called the hot V. Little bit of a tech tip, because if you really think about it, engines are air pumps, air in, air out. Make a boatload of power, be happy, do all that. Really quickly, want to discuss power goals for this thing is around 2000 horsepower. If you can go about that, I'll be pretty happy with it. And also this thing is quite an animal when it comes to the horsepower region, because these engines typically make a boatload of power. Yes, they have their problems, of course they are BMW engines, inherent problems happen, but for the most part they're pretty reliable. But ours not gonna be reliable as much, we're gonna be here making a boatload of power. So as you can see there, our wonderful power band isn't really a power band, it's more like a string wrapped around a piece of wood. There isn't really a lot of power band there. So I'm gonna try and fix it as best as I can, but considering our boost levels, considering our compressor size, turbine size, all of that, it starts to take in consideration that we're not gonna have a lot of power here. And if you would like to see this engine in a chassis, do consider to let me know down below, and also do subscribe. I know I say it quite often, but you know, recently I've seen a lot of subscriptions. I'm very happy, so thank you to everybody who's been doing that, and thank you for everybody who's watching. I do appreciate. So now we're gonna lower our compression again so we can make a little more power. Of course, I think I'm gonna go lower than 9 to 1. I think around let's say 8.5 is about where I want to be. So we're gonna add some more boost. Of course, we're gonna run it over 2.9 bar of boost. That's a boatload. Lower the compression a little more again. You see what the results are. Of course, we don't have the Vanos technology in the game. I hope it comes in the game with diesel and all of that. We're also gonna add a little more cam profile, of course. Then we're gonna go back to the turbo and increase our intercooler size. See if that makes a little more power. Of course, add more boost. We're over 3 bar of boost, which that's a lot of boost. So we're gonna add, there we go, 2200 horsepower of this little machine. So as you can see there, this thing is represented in beautiful Bavarian colors. We're gonna do 2 dyno pulls, one looking at the engine, one looking at the graph, so let's go. Nice lopey loud V8 from the German Bavarian colors. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you wonderful people in the next video. Bye bye.